So, some things that I learned from this slide were basically the fact that political science is a process of empirical study where we observe and analyze things through objective methods that are scientific by developing a hypothesis, looking at the variables that are available, and constructing observational methods. However, despite the objective approach, politics is deeply embedded in values, and depending on the political climate of the setting that we are attempting to research, we must acknowledge that as well too. So for North America, with the liberal government, they have values centered around democracy, multiculturalism, reciprocity, individualism, freedom of speech, granting people human rights, as these values shape our existence and our being, and they must be considered when we are going about empirical study and observing and making careful observations to see what values are being imposed on the greater society in itself. And this would lead us to us as individuals. Our political socialization also determines our political standing, and political socialization is the socio-political processes of influencing someone's conceptualization of values and beliefs in the political system. So this can include their personal ideologies that they have, their political literacy, their personal ideologies that they have, their own political literacy. This also includes their political participation, the current socio-political institutions that exist. And moving forward, it's very important for social workers to know their political standing, not only of themselves, but of the institutions and the agencies that they're working with. The way you view the world politically influences the services that you're providing to your clientele and how you view those services and how you think they should be provided. A social libertarian might believe that housing is a social democrat might believe that housing is a national right to service workers, where someone who's a neoliberal might feel as if someone's level of capability is legitimized through how they access resources and they're not exercising themselves enough. So instead of working on providing them with that assistance, you might work on the morale of their character. Some sites of political analysis include PEN. So we have policy that's assessing current policies that's in place. We have empirical, like we said, it's observation, careful observation to develop generalizations and patterns. So why are women less likely? Who currently holds a seat in government right now? What's the representation? Normative is assessing and evaluating political communities and their current standing and coming up with ways to improve it. So how can we improve the representation in political matters of indigenous rights, things of that nature? When we move on to the political context, social work is at different areas. There's social work practice, social welfare, and administration. And even though it's at the micro level, political ideologies, our social values, the political party, and the political economy influences our practice, whether we want to believe it or not. It influences what we're able to provide, and the frameworks help to conceptualize how we view certain services and the undeserving versus the deserving. So